I'm Pastor Erinn Harris, and this video is about 7 habits that may be keeping you poor and stopping you from climbing the economic ladder. By watching this video, you'll learn how to earn more, save more, and manage money better. The first habit that keeps people poor is having a poor mindset. I understand that there are a number of socioeconomic constructs that contribute to a poor mindset, but in order to get ahead financially, we have to change the way we think. The essence of a poor mindset is a lack of vision for your financial future. That means you don't know where you see yourself financially in the future. You do not have a plan, a strategy to be able to take you to where you want to go. When you have a lack of vision for the future, then you usually have a lack of hope for your financial future. When you lack hope in your financial future, what you do is you start living for the present, not thinking about yourself financially in the future, which means you'll make financial decisions today that only benefit you today and will end up harming you, hurting you, and not preparing you for the future. In contrast to a poor mindset, a rich mindset actually looks ahead towards the future, is proactive instead of reactive, which means that it prepares today so that you can have a better tomorrow. A rich mindset says, how can I get better? How can I gain more skills? And how can I get more experience? The second habit that keeps people poor is being stuck in a poor environment. A poor environment is when everyone you see, everyone you talk to, and everyone that you associate with is poor. Many people are comfortable around people that have the same amount of resources that they have or have less resources than they have. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with being around people who are poor. But if you want to get ahead financially, then you should be intentional about building relationships with people who are in a position that you would see yourself in the future. Your environment is one indicator of how well you'll do financially. Most people make about the same amount of money as the average of their 5 closest friends. So your closest friends influence how much you will actually make personally. And so that's why it's good to go and make relationships with people who are in positions that you see yourself in the future. The third habit that keeps people poor is lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation means the more money you have, the more money you spend. That means as your income increases, your expenses also increase. So people oftentimes live in the best home they can afford and they drive the nicest car that they could afford, which means no matter how much money they make, they will turn around and spend that money on their home and their car. But in order to get ahead financially, you cannot get trapped by lifestyle inflation. At some point when you make more money or you have a higher income, you have to live below your means so that you can have resources to be able to save and invest. Another habit that keeps people poor is a lack of savings. Many people do not have $1,000 saved, which means they cannot cover a $1,000 emergency. For example, if they had car trouble or if they had to take an unexpected trip. But whether you make $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, you should always try to save some money, even if it's only $10 a month, because saving will go a long way for helping you when you face emergencies in the future. Another habit that keeps people poor is spending money on expensive hobbies. Expensive hobbies can include things like some people may like to travel, some people may like to eat at really nice restaurants, and some people may like to collect certain things. So some people don't have the resources to save and invest, but they spend those resources on their hobbies, the things that they really enjoy. This is something that makes them happy in the present, but it could really hurt you in your future. And some people have a you only live once mentality, or they feel like I work hard so I deserve to enjoy myself. But you do not want to shoot yourself in the foot and cripple yourself financially. So it's good to have hobbies, but make sure that you are saving and investing. And another poor habit is some people just make bad financial decisions, such as some people go and they get in bad financial debt because they wanted to get a car that they could not afford and they had bad credit, so they have a really high loan. Or some people go out and they just make really bad financial decisions. Whenever they have money, they want to give it all away, or they want to spend it on clothes and shoes, or they just want to spend it eating out. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you are not making bad decisions financially. Good financial decisions are decisions that not only benefit you for today, but also help to set you up for your financial future. Another poor habit is not managing a budget. If you are having financial challenges, the first thing that you should do is you should make sure that your budget is tight. The more challenges you're having financially, the stricter your budget should be. Usually when people are looking through their budget, they'll find out that they're spending way too much money eating out at restaurants, or way too much money on a certain hobby, or way too much money on a certain activity. By managing your budget, it gives you more control. Some people may see that they spend too much money traveling, but really your budget is your plan. So make sure you know how much money you have coming in and how much money you have going out. And you should have more money coming in than you have going out. And if you have more money going out than coming in, then you have a problem on your hands and you need to revise your budget accordingly. And if you are poor, I am not trying to be judgmental. I'm trying to help you get ahead financially. I grew up poor, and it's nothing wrong with being poor. Some people who are poor are the happiest people that I know, but being poor is stressful. To not know how you're going to pay your rent, to not know how you're going to pay your bills, to have a financial emergency come up and not be able to pay it, that is stressful. And I do not want you to be in that situation. So I'm trying to give you advice so you can do everything that you can do to help pull yourself out of this situation. So I'm making this video so that you will have hope. So you will not be stuck in your financial situation, but that you'll be able to get ahead financially. So continue learning to get more financial literacy so that you can learn about money and finances and how it works and what you can do to get ahead. And that's what my page is all about, is helping you to be able to get ahead financially. So if you enjoyed this video, then watch the other videos on my page, which is all about gaining financial literacy.